Yeah, he's at a Wendy's. Listen, so I'm over here on this live stream and I'm just reading people saying that the stream's being delayed because I'm at a drive-through. It's like now I'm busy at a McDonald's. He's probably hungry. Who cares? You don't have to wait if you don't want to. I like how someone's. Oh, this one's good. No, it's logical. He's eating popcorn. No, it makes sense. Everyone, please Google image. No, we're not going to do that. He's getting some beans. That's racist.
He's getting some beans.
He's getting some beans. That's literally what he's doing. All right. Well, other than that, thank you guys for joining us. It's Monday, a little live stream that we have here with my buddy Fernando here. Fernando, say hi to everybody.
How's it going, everyone? How's everyone's Monday night going?
It's better than last week's, man. It's better last week's. What did you do last week? You were just like, hi.
I was like, hey guys,
it's me. So if you joined us last week, pretty much what we had last week was the Intercut podcast recording, which should be going out this week. But tomorrow we're actually going to record that because today is Zach's birthday. Yeah. So happy birthday to Zach. For those of you who know my co-host, he is celebrating his birthday. I posted a little thing about him with the Viper thing. And then explain to me, because you're the one who told me about this. Some of you don't know this. So if you're watching the live stream, hi, how you doing? Fernando and I are going to be doing this live stream. We do this every Monday. This one was a little bit later. We've mostly been doing them like at 2:00. So this one's a little bit more later in the night. Oh, let me give a little shout out for those of you who are in the chat. I don't have the chat popped out here, but I'm 3011 full. I think that's supposed to spell something else. Bro, you're handsome. I appreciate you, bro. From one Black Mirror season 5, episode 2, lover to another. Thank you for that. But speaking of that, I had made a joke for Zach about that in the community tab. A lot of people don't know that there's like a community tab that pretty much allows you to tweet. You can post a picture, any of that stuff. I like using it for the live streams. Fernando hits me up and he's like, do you see what's going on there? It's all these like racist, like someone was talking about Nazis. And another person was talking about Pride Parade.
Some dude's name was Joseph Stalin. That was his
Joseph Stalin with Joseph Stalin face on it. And I'm like, but the account had been created long ago. Like this wasn't just created. He created it like in 2012 and he's been just commenting things. I was like, I had to double check my account to make sure I was in Vox Media because I had no idea what was going on. I was like, this has nothing to do with what the people are posting.
Hey, we got a phase. Hey, phase up.
Do I Am Mother. I'm going to tell you this right now. We were just watching it today because I was working on a video for I Am Mother and...
Oh, that played on Netflix. That played at Sundance, right?
Sundance. We saw it at Sundance.
I didn't see it. You saw it.
Did not care for it at all.
No?
First, hey, do you remember what I told you guys when you guys just kept ignoring me? Hey, how's Cher? I'm like, well, they went to HBO. Yeah, I think I'm going to go to... That one you did watch, right?
Yeah.
And how was it when I said maybe you should stick to another movie? But it's on 24. Yeah, but they also like sold it off to HBO because it's not going to go in theaters. I don't know. Let's go check it out. What I said about Native Son also went to HBO.
Haven't seen it, so...
And that's on HBO.
I know, right?
Yeah, both of you have been doing the same thing. Yeah, that it was out and none of you guys even wanted to see it. And you guys wanted to see it at Sundance.
Yeah.
I told you about The Farewell. You said, what do you know? Well, I know I was great with the other two. Oh, but this one's A24. Hey, how'd you come out of The Farewell? Nice little 2-hour nap?
Didn't see it.
Damn, so you knocked out right at the beginning.
No, I couldn't get into that one, dude.
Andres got into it, right?
No, neither of us saw it.
Oh, none of you got into it? Someone got into it. Zach got into it.
Zach saw it, yeah.
And did Zach like it?
I think he really liked it.
I don't think Zach liked it.
No?
Because that was the surprising part. I think Zach didn't like it, and that's where I was like, see, if Zach, out of the two of us, does not like it, then that shows you.
Interesting.
Shout out Reptar Reaper.
Reptar, yeah.
99 cents. I had this thing at the dollar store when you usually get, so we're good there.
Are you gonna do one on? Oh wait, Kenzie Cornaboo.
Oh, shout out
on Black Mirror.
Were you just about to ask that?
No, I was actually gonna bring up something else, but yeah, Black Mirror. I've heard mixed things about it.
Have you seen all 3?
I've never seen a single Black Mirror episode. That's my Game of Thrones right there. You know, when people are like, "I've never seen that episode of Game of Thrones. I've never seen the episode of Black Mirror." Yeah.
Do you have a family to raise, or
maybe? Solvis, $2. Hey, listen, I need you to make review.
Great segue. Shout out Solvis. I need you to make review compilations. I will be doing Black Mirror season 5. I actually Smithereens is my favorite.
Oh yeah,
hands down. The other two, I almost thought were borderline dumb.
God damn, these super chats though.
Almost. The first one. Oh yeah. Well, I still got to answer who was Kenzie. Smithereens was my favorite, hands down. I think Alina was your favorite too. I think the Miley Cyrus one was dumb.
Yeah.
I did not like it at all.
Hmm.
And then there was the Vipers one. You haven't seen any of them?
Nope.
You have to see the Vipers one. Then you didn't get my joke about Zach.
No, yeah, I looked it up. I was like, "What is this?" And then I saw it was the Anthony.
Watch it tonight. Then tomorrow, when you hop on the podcast, and it's not going to be funny if you don't.
I'll try.
Let's see.
They're not connected, right? They're just like anthology things.
No, everything's like if you look into it, maybe, but sure. Salva says, "Hey, listen, I need you to make review compilations." I personally wouldn't make a review compilation. I've actually had a couple of people who have asked me to make a quote book, and I was like, "Y'all don't understand. I am trash at writing." Ask Fernando, because Fernando takes the videos and he's trying to transcribe what I'm saying, and it makes no sense. That happened to me once. Shout out to Adele from Row Credits. She is fantastic. We did an interview together. Go check it out on her channel. It's called Row Credits. We've been friends since like the beginning of when we both started this, way back in 2012. I want to say 2012, 2013. We did an interview together. It was a video interview, and then she transcribed it. Woo! I sound like trash transcribed. Like, how do you even transcribe that? I sound like woo! Like, it sounded so sporadic on paper. Yeah. I think it makes sense when I'm speaking, but if you were to write down what I'm saying,
I'm surprised. No. I'm surprised though how looking at your notes, it feels like stuff you say.
The way that it flows,
yeah.
Fernando's gotten the biggest behind the scenes probably over than anybody else, but. I wouldn't make a review compilation, but if someone made one, I really don't care. I think it's cool. Put it to you this way: I'd rather someone make a review compilation, almost feeling like a tribute, because I'd be like, "Oh, that's so cool." I had someone on Twitter say, "All right, enough's enough. You owe me," and listed every. I will mention in one of the upcoming videos. Mentioned every single thing I've always said at the end when I go comment, like, and subscribe, and out, and I offer the dumbest thing possible. Literally got every single one. I think it was like a 12-part tweet thread. Got every single one down. Shit. Only had a few mistakes. I think they misheard me, but I'll have to find that one. They literally compiled every single thing I said.
That's dope.
I'm cool for a review. Like if someone did like a compilation thing, I've seen those done before. Better that than when I catch people stealing my jokes on Instagram, which I don't go on much. I only get DMs saying, "Hey," so a lot of people took clearly some Avengers jokes that you had. Was a big 13 Reasons Why. And it was like meme stealers where they go, "Oh, I just realized." Oh, did you just realize, in the same manner of words and delivery that I did? So yeah, I'm not against it. I believe more so in the idea that as long as you're giving credit back, take the memes, take whatever quotes they are. Yeah, for sure. There was another one.
The other one, IAS Films donated $5. Shout out. He said, "First time on the stream, can you settle a debate between a friend and I? Is online toxic film fandom beyond repair?" Big fan, he says.
No, because you're here. I'd say I'm a part of it. But, hey, I'm probably like cancer to somebody else. So, like, we've talked about this. Some people, even though 8 months later they repeat the exact same things that we were talking about, just in a quieter tone. We are considered an epidemic to some people. Yeah. We spoil movies, even though that's in the front and we're just using stuff from the trailers. But no, I think it comes down to the perspective that people talk about for movies. You were here last week when I had a discussion about Netflix, how it's like a lot of people are complaining about Netflix and the troubles of Netflix, and it's like, Netflix you think is the biggest problem right now?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, as you're complaining about Netflix didn't push Happy as Lazaro, When They See Us is coming out, and what we were just working on for, I was saying, is I Am Mother and See You Yesterday. I Am Mother and See You Yesterday. We're making a video for both of the, like a video together. When we were researching some of the stuff of the making of See You Yesterday and how Spike Lee had gone everywhere to see who would produce this movie, he had said no to so many because they wanted him to change too many things. This was too. I don't. Have you seen it? It's on Netflix.
I haven't seen it, but
do you know the premise?
Is it a time traveling one?
Yeah, the time travel movie in Brooklyn. I want to say in Brooklyn or Crown Heights, and she travels back in time, not for fun reasons, but for other reasons, because she wants to stop an incident from happening.
Okay.
See, I care about spoilers if you haven't clicked on a video where you don't know about See You yesterday. Researching everything for that, this man went from studio to studio and only settled on Netflix because they were the only ones who wasn't going to help him, who wasn't going to change that script, and they allowed him to make that movie of this guy who's never made a feature before in his life. And I'm looking at that movie with Ali Wong, and I'm looking at like all of these other projects that are getting made, from When They See Us to 13th to 7 Seconds. I think perspective is the problem here.
Mhm.
That's really all it is. Luckily, to answer your thing, I don't know what side you were on, but I hope you're on the more optimistic side. I don't think online toxic film fandom is beyond repair. I think
Yeah.
we're literally in a medium,
Yeah.
to quote Roger Ebert, where he said these are empathy machines.
Mhm. I
So
think
it's like you're literally in a medium where you can make a movie to get to the other person's perspective.
yeah. I also think it's like the stance you take, on like kind of what you said, what side you take on it.
Mhm.
I guess kind of just to like shout out something I've been working on. I wrote something on the whole petition craze that's going on recently, and I think that is definitely on the toxic film fandom side of things, where fans are just kind of like feeling entitled to a bunch of stuff.
For those
From
who don't know, Fernando is writing over at the
yeah,
www.va2zshow.com, brand new.
mm-hmm.
And he's
So
got
that
this
should
article.
be so that should be coming out in the next couple of days. Kind of talk about the Snyder release, the Snyder cut, the whole Game of Thrones petition, and
Batman one.
yeah, and kind of give like reasons why they're kind of like pointless, but also kind of dangerous, and what fans could actually do if they want to make some change.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think fandom is it's a little bit of both, a little bit of you
Mhm.
know it's thriving more than ever, I would say, but also there's
It is.
definitely some things that are kind of iffy.
I just saw a tweet today from Sean C. I don't know if you watch his channel. Definitely recommend his channel. He does a bunch of music critiques. He had tweeted out, he's like, all of you anime fans who are arriving now that it's cool, no. The doors have been closed. If you thought it was weird 3 years ago, then you stay behind those gates. All of a sudden, it's cool.
Yeah.
Superhero movies were lame.
Yeah.
Bro, I remember when I went to go see Spider-Man 2, and I remember this as clear as day. I've never even told this to Alina. We went to go see Spider-Man 2 for Jimmy's birthday. And when we went to go see Spider-Man 2, after the fact, we got made fun of because that was the movie he picked to go see. We were like 4th, 5th grade. And now if you don't see Avengers Endgame at the barbershop, they look at you funny.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's been, how many times do we make fun of Matthias, everybody for watching anime? And now literally that's the next big craze.
Yeah.
So that is kind of crazy. Shout out Hefe. He gave 99 cents. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I think he donated again twice. Another 99
did he?
cents.
Hey, so
Yeah.
double shout. I see him right here. Shout out
then
again. And then Kendrick, you said, you butchered my last name. It's Corn Ba. That is probably the nicest thing I've ever seen is someone donating again because I butchered their name. All right, I'm gonna get that one right. Kenzie Corn Ba. If I got it wrong again, do not donate. That'd feel really bad. We continue to get her name wrong and she just donates.
Right.
Shout out to you, Kenzie. Appreciate that.
Shout out to Jay Camacho. He says thoughts on Beyonce in Lion King.
I don't know. I've not seen any of the trailers. I've seen you guys complain. I've seen you guys say like, have you been one of the ones who complained?
No, I haven't complained. I think, I mean, I think Beyonce. There's like this TV, what are they called? TV spots. This TV spot that came out where she was like had lines, and she sounds great. And I think
figured her singing for the soundtrack's gonna be incredible.
Yeah, I think her and Donald Glover, whatever they come up with for the soundtrack, was
I
gonna be
think
great.
that's what's gonna save the movie. Whatever original music they come up with.
And then Hector donated $2 too. He says it's so cool to see you two kings together. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate that.
I think that was that the last super chat? Yeah, that was the last super chat.
Maybe here. Let me answer some regular ones there. The super chats are easier because they just pop out at the top as opposed to like the regular questions that come out all over the place. But I'm gonna see if I can get some here. So in case I've gotten yelled at this before, but they don't get how the chat works on our end. So if I'm reading right here, like Victoria says, "Are you making a video about Booksmart?" It must be Beck might think that he's the next one I'm going to read, but while I'm answering Victoria's, the thing refreshes and I end up going all the way to the bottom. So then I end up getting a message from whoever was next going like, oh, that's cool. You're just gonna ignore my answer, huh? I was like, actually, I kind of ignored you and the 50 people under you because
Right.
of updates. So know that. But Victoria's question was Booksmart. I did make a video on Booksmart. Someone told me, you coward, make a video on Booksmart. I'm like, I did. 2 months ago.
Yeah.
We saw it at South by, and I thought it was a good movie. Alina thought it was a good movie. Did you think it was a good movie?
Me? I thought it was great.
Interesting.
I really like it. Yeah. I know it's been
Then
getting.
why haven't you been promoting it more, huh? Fernando, how do you expect it to get $100 million at the box office if you're not outside promoting it?
14, or it's at 14. It's almost there. All right.
We talked about this, yeah. We talked about this
couple-
last week, and we have it on the podcast when we recorded it live, which again we will be doing tomorrow.
Yep.
It made absolutely no sense how this movie had a budget of 6 or 8 mil.
Yeah.
It made 14, and then people went, "This is insane. It's a bomb." It's like, oh, that's called profit. It's barely its first week. No, it shouldn't be at this level. It should have 100 mil. That's Aladdin didn't even get that. What? No, this is ridiculous. It made 14, and movies similar to it have made 12 their entirety of the thing. I do want to make a full out one because Olivia Wilde has some other movies that are out there. But I was actually listening to a podcast this morning, and I cannot remember what podcast it was. You ever like search through articles and then a podcast just starts playing because they just put their autoplay podcast there for SoundCloud? I'm listening to it. It had something to do with, and someone might actually tell me what podcast it is. They were talking about a bunch of festival movies, and in particular it was Late Night, and they were comparing Late Night to Booksmart and saying that a lot of people, I don't say manipulated, even though I'm leaning more on that side, but a lot of people changed the optics of what the talk was and made it seem like a failure. If Late Night goes through the same thing, will they band the two together and be like, see, there's a pattern?
Yeah.
Even though they're two completely different movies. And in this podcast, one of them had actually said, I don't see Late Night as being as good as Amazon's previous feature with a Middle Eastern writer lead, The Big Sick, which got nominated for an Oscar. And they were saying that the quality should be, I mean, you saw Late Night with us.
Yeah.
Do you think it's as good as The Big Sick?
No.
So if it doesn't do the same numbers as The Big Sick, is that a bigger message that it's spreading, or?
I don't think so. I mean, I think they're two really different movies, and I think like what you said about putting it together with Booksmart, like they're two, like Booksmart's about like the youth, and Late Night's about like the old generation, like trying to learn.
Yeah.
Like,
can we compare a movie without having to talk about its box office success?
I don't.
Do you see where I kind of like Netflix movies a bit more? Because that conversation is completely gone. At no point can someone say, "Oh, you like that movie," but no one saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it bombed. So what if it bombed? Okay, and bad directors, Francis Ford Coppola. Has anyone seen his last 10 movies? No, I don't think he has either. Yeah. Man just makes stuff and puts it out there. So I think Booksmart is allowed to be a good movie and be a box office bomb that gained $8 million in its first week. But yeah, I liked it, and I do want to make a video of it soon.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Okay, I don't know. I see. Films again, I think. Shout out to you. Tons of great films going under the radar in 2019. Yes, I actually want to do, now that July is coming up, very much dragged in the May one, and I still want to make the May must watch. But an end of the year one, because I want to make sure that there's eyes on Loose when that comes out. I want to make sure there's eyes on something like Late Night and stuff that we've already seen with the festivals. But you ever heard someone complain that there's no good movies coming out this year? And you're like, I mean,
like this
what
year,
have you seen? And they've seen like 10 movies, and I'm like, well, yeah, you chose Aladdin and movies that you won't even like. That's the thing. That was probably one of my favorite parts of going to festivals, especially with people, is that I don't know my audience on the internet's. It varies more so, like what they're interested in. But when we were at the festival, I specifically said, Chase, stay away from this one.
Yeah.
Andres, I'm getting a little vibe from you. I think you're going to like this one. Let's go watch it, right? And I think that's the problem. A lot of people are gravitating to films that it's like, you weren't even going to like those. So why did you Or sometimes it's the opposite. They think they're not going to like it because they're basing it off the trailer, and it's like, man, you don't even know what you're missing. And I think this even includes the bad films. I think you're watching the wrong bad films.
Like Ma?
There are some great bad films out there. So yeah, it stinks, but
Yeah.
we try doing recaps. It's just nobody really watches the recaps because they don't know what's being highlighted.
Mm-hmm.
But then at the same time, nobody's watching the loose video because no one knows what the heck loose is.
Yeah.
That's the weird part about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll get you on this one as I'm looking through some of the other chat. Treehouse says, explain Keanu Reeves in Cyberpunk. I've just seen the images. My man's more into games. Tell me.
Yeah, so at E3 during Xbox's panel, Cyberpunk's a new game coming out next year by the company who made The Witcher series, which is a really popular RPG series. And, you know, Cyberpunk, obviously from the name, takes place in the future and it has like that punky aesthetic where like people are like modifying their body and stuff. And yeah, Keanu Reeves is going to be I don't even know how big of a role he's gonna have in it, but he was there at E3 and had like an incredible, like some guy from the audience, because he was like, "This world is gonna be breathtaking," and some guy yelled, "You're breathtaking," and then everyone like started like screaming, and he was like, "No, you're breathtaking," and it was great, man. I mean, Keanu Reeves is
Keanu sounds crazy, right?
Yeah,
I'm digging it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for it.
We had another super chat from Rene. He says, "Please review the anime Clan." I don't even know how to say this. Love your channel.
Oh, I appreciate it. Rene or Rene Contreras. I want to say it's Contreras. Thank you. Appreciate that. I have so many animes to watch. When I did the little shout out to Parasite, anime fans don't play. I just said, I was like, hey, it's a little bit different. They're like, but it doesn't suck though. Why would you say? I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't you give it a chance? I did. That's why I'm talking about it. I sat in. I was like, I have nothing against it. I just started on like season 2. That was the only. It's my bad. I do got to go back and watch that. We actually got a Crunchyroll account because my girlfriend's sister watches so much anime, and so many people have told us to like, gotta watch this anime, this anime. We've had it for 2 months, yet to watch one anime other than Parasite on accident. But there's so much, man.
So much. It's overwhelming.
My thing has never been like, oh, anime. Like, I pretend to be a cartoon. Like my thing with anime has always been, I'm gonna go down this rabbit hole, and it's never gonna end. I can't keep up with Netflix releases. Then I still got all the other VOD and HBO and Hulu, and then you guys are mad because this movie's been out in theaters, and I gotta add anime to it. It's never ending.
Yeah. We have Christian donated $1. They didn't say anything, but thank you. Shout out, bro.
Hey, appreciate that. But yeah, I do intend one of these days when we get snowed in Chicago, I'm just gonna watch them all. And shout out Christian as well. Appreciate that.
Yeah. So a lot of things I've been saying like repeatedly. So I guess I'll just like bunch them together and ask you
with it.
Between Riverdale, Sabrina, and what was the other one?
The other Riverdale ones.
Riverdale, Sabrina, and I think where was it? And Chernobyl. Which one are you gonna do first?
Oh, Chernobyl. I have not seen either. I've not seen any of Riverdale. I did season 1 of Sabrina, and then Alina ended up watching season 2. Gave me the let me explain.
Okay.
From her perspective, she said, listen, skip it. So that's that right there. I do want to do something with it, and I think I'm going to probably watch an episode of Charmed.
Okay.
Because some have asked for that, and I'm like, oh, I can make that one a twofer. Because the way she described season 2, they practically made her Jesus Christ. I was like, what do you mean?
Andres watched it, and I think he liked it actually.
Yeah, I mean, I was okay with season 1, the way that they played off things, but she told me season 2 is bonkers. Wow. Riverdale, I get so many requests for it. I feel like a lot of people make Riverdale videos, so I'm just gonna make one big one once it's all done. I don't know if it's ever gonna end, but those are also like really long episodes. We're talking
it's a CW show, so
CW
might go on
13 hours. And every single time someone recommends Riverdale, they go, "Oh, I don't recommend it, man." Bro, but you gotta make one. You gotta watch like the entirety of it, because it sucks. And like I wanted to shoot myself by the second one. And I was like, season 2, and they're like, no, the second episode. I was like, so why would I watch this? Watch all like 3 seasons. I think it's like 40 hours. But get When They See Us out first. Yeah, please. Okay. I was like, dang. So one day I'm gonna do Riverdale, but I'd rather once it's like all done, and then I could just binge it. Chernobyl, however, I want to get to right away. Chernobyl, I want to get to because people have hyped it up like crazy. It's 4
episodes, I think.
5.
5.
Very short. I just got to watch it. I'm also still in the Godzilla phase because we just edited that video.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, all right, let's radioactive. We're still here. Let's do it. So that's probably gonna be the first one. Eduardo, shout out. Said y'all rock with the show, Barry. 100%. Huge fan of season 1. I'm rewatching it right now with my girlfriend, and we're gonna go straight into season 2. I love it. Have you seen it?
I haven't. That's one of the 3. That's one of the 3 shows I have to watch.
3,000 shows.
3,000. Yes. Dude, there's
This
so
Black
many
Mirror.
shows.
What was the third one?
Look. I've watched more TV in like the last couple months than I have like ever in my life. Between like Game of Thrones, I binge watched When They See Us. I like.
Which is good. That's not even a TV show. That's a mini movie. That's a movie in 4 parts.
But it was the best thing I've seen probably this year. And then
Chernobyl. Yeah, I agree
Chernobyl.
with you on that.
Yeah, Chernobyl. I'm a bang it out with Andres. One of these days.
You'll bang it out with Andres. Are you also going to watch Chernobyl 2? Or
and
you need to watch Black Mirror season 5 episode 2 because I can't make these jokes unless you've seen that episode.
All right, and then Barry, I really want to get to, and then the other day I watched 3 episodes of What We Do in the Shadows, which came out like a couple months ago. I don't know. Did you ever see it? Yeah.
I have not seen the
show.
It's
fucking hilarious, dude.
Cable for our place. It was on there, and it's FX, right?
Yeah, FX.
And I'm scrolling through the FX app, and I'm like, is this the entirety of the series? I was at South by when they premiered the first episode, but I was like, I'm not going to watch the first episode. I'll catch it when it starts streaming. All of it is already out.
It's hilarious, bro.
Huge fan. Is it better than the movie?
I'm from the 3 episodes I saw, not yet, but there's some good ass characters. Like they're expanding on it, and
I'm excited for it.
There's this one character, Colin Robinson. When you hear about Colin Robinson,
okay.
Oh man,
I'm excited that the show's out because now it gives me a reason to go back and talk about some of these things. Like, why would I do, like, a La La Land? Let me explain. Oh, that makes sense. You know, that was nominated for Best Picture. What We Do in the Shadows was nominated for a damn thing under the radar. I mean, I could like make one and just release it. I could maybe correlate it to Jojo Rabbit or something like that. But now that there's a TV series, I get to rewatch the movie and some. So like, I'm excited for that. Kevin Padro Estevez says, when's the next episode of the podcast? So we recorded the last one last week. That one should be coming out this week. And if all goes well, we should be recording tomorrow again to hopefully get back on schedule and try to get them out weekly. So tomorrow. And you can watch it live. Remember, if you watch it live and Fernando notices that you have like a really cool comment, then we may mention you on the podcast. Which I guess is cool. I've always thought that was like a lot of people really like that. They like being in the podcast, like that. The idea of like community and being involved. So it's crazy.
Which is why when you bring up your the follow thing or the join thing, when you get all those emotes.
Oh, the membership thing, dude.
Yeah,
I'm excited for that. All right, let me break this one down. I don't know. Do we have another one?
No, there's another super chat, but with no message from Jade Lynch.
Jade Lynch, appreciate you. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Christian Jimenez, shout out to you. I think again, would you ever have a competition to have an intern to help make videos? So pretty much another member. Right now, no, because you're talking to the guy who took that spot already. But hey, I don't know. The amount that like going from the A to Z should have let me explain and being told that's like the dumbest idea ever. And me going like, you may have a point. And then you fast forward a year and now we got an entire team assembled is insane. So I have no idea what's next. No idea whatsoever. But my main goal right now is to, one, keep doing this, keeping it for free for you guys. And then on top of that, being able to build a community in where like the super chats is crazy to me because people are like willing to support you like no matter what. Like this is I get so many messages from people saying like I just watch your videos as an escape. That's it. It's like I had a horrible day. I don't care what movie you talk about. Just please release a video because you just make it funny. And I was like, that's the greatest feeling in the world.
Yeah, I saw one comment on your Godzilla video where it was like, me hasn't watched Godzilla LME, still watches the video.
So that's, I love that. So not now, but I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I will say one even better though. One of the things that we want to do with the festivals and stuff is to do kind of like giveaways like ticket packages or something. Not necessarily the festivals I may be going to, but it also may be something like Sundance. That's one thing that I really want to build up for, because one of the things that I've always liked is one, not only just really building a community of other people, because I was like, that's how I met Fernando. That's how I met like Zach, Chase. This is literally how we met back in 2012, was doing this and then collaborating with each other. You know, some friends I've brought on who I've known personally, but one of the things is that I always encourage is like, I see so many people starting up, and it's like, first thing you got to do is find other people. Literally do that. First thing you got to do is find other people. And from there, because I have the ability to be able to, I don't know, I guess the platform that I'm given is kind of weird, because I still have regular live streams like this just in my extra room now, but it used to be in the bedroom for I don't know how long, to be able to offer up things like free tickets and things. So that's one of the things I definitely want to build up to. So not yet, Christian, but keep doing your thing, man, because that's one of the things that I told Fernando when we started this thing. I was like, hey, I better not see your face in 4 years. In 4 years, you better be directing some movie or whatever it is, because then it's all on you. We take turns. I chose years 2019 to 2022. Then Chase is carrying us with his Disney sponsorship or whatever he picks up for the next 4, and then just so on and so forth. I think it was another one. Tony Stark, back from shooting, says, listen, keep up the good work, Primo. Appreciate that. I like that. I like how there's been a split between, like, the Latino community tends to gravitate between hermano and primo. And then my black community just goes like, brother, you know what's up. Do this, do that. And I literally see it in the statistics. Like the so drastically different from the A to Z show to this.
Wow.
And it literally, I think, has to do just with the way the puns, references, the way I talk.
That's true.
Completely different than the A to Z show, where everything was like this. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Tony Stark. Thank you, Dick Macho. You're my favorite cartoon. So I'm insulted because I'm not in cartoon form right now.
Right.
Have you started watching Swamp Thing? I want to see how fast I can go through these because my computer's at 10%. I have to go watch the NBA playoffs. I say we've gone around 30 minutes. So I'm going to answer this right before the computer dies, as many as I can. Right, let's see. Have you started watching Swamp Thing? Not yet, but I'm going to make an entire DC video. Are you excited for those?
Swamp Thing? It got canceled. So.
It got canceled, which is what I definitely want to talk about. But yeah.
I don't know. I don't have the DC thing, so maybe not really.
Yeah. I'll see what they have. I've heard some of these things are so dumb that they're actually entertaining. So why not? Explain the new Avengers game. I didn't know there was a game, but I do have an end game video coming out. Watch Deadly Class on Sci-Fi. I definitely want to. You know who's in that?
Deadly Class? No, I haven't heard about that.
I said it like I knew her name. From To All the Boys.
Oh, Condor? Yeah. Condor.
Mara Condor? Her. Yeah, she's in it. So I think she's a lot of pretty good actress.
Comments about the Society. Do you know what the Society is?
It's in Society twice.
Twice? What is the Society?
I think the Society is the new Lost. I think Society is the new Game of Thrones. But people are thinking that it's 2CW, and some people have come out. I've only seen one episode, and they're like, "Oh, this is trash." So it's caused everybody to be like, "Oh yeah, I don't know." Don't get me wrong. The first 2 episodes are so like, it's like a novela, man. It makes like it's so corny. It makes no sense. And then out of nowhere, you realize that these guys are building a complete new society. This is some like crazy alternate reality. I'm a big fan of it. This thing could go on for 20 seasons and never stop.
Interesting.
This is the new Lost, is a new Game of Thrones in terms of like talking. Yes, it's literally Lost and Game of Thrones mixed together with a CW show. But so many people are focusing on the CW aspect that they're ignoring a bunch of the other stuff that's happening.
Interesting. The girl from Detective Pikachu.
2 girls from Blockers are in it, which is the girl from Detective Pikachu,
Catherine Newton.
Yeah, and then the other girl who was in there.
Oh yeah.
See, yeah, there's a lot of people in there. So yes, I am making a video on that. Let's see what in the.
And The Rain. Have you heard of The Rain?
I'm not watching The Rain. I'm trying to watch 1 episode of Rain. Go do it. Go do it.
Sorry, everyone.
Can you bring attention to the Book of Life? It was compared to by Coco, but I would like to hear you review of it. I think I reviewed it back on the A to Z show. I can't remember. I always thought that was funny. So I'll review it right here just for you, Justin. I think it's really dumb that there could be 27 Christmas movies a year, but 2 Day of the Dead movies come out years apart, and there could only be 1. Think about that. That's my review for it. I like both. I like both. Coco more, though. Let's see. Boy, there are mixed emotions on Dark Phoenix. Yes, there are, and I did not hate it as much as everyone did. It could be because it looked to me like a bunch of tired puppies. To me, it was like a tired puppy that was just like, I'm just here, man, you know? I'm just here. You know it's over. I know it's over. Can we just wrap it up? I thought the performances were good. I thought half of it didn't make any sense. Let's see what else. So True, Black Mirror for sure, definitely doing something on that. 3C Film says, look. Ooh.
Oh, no, I was gonna say, have you seen Dark on Netflix? Because I just realized today that the next season's coming out in July, I think.
Bro, I got an email from Netflix. I'm gonna have to plug this in. Hold on. Explain to the people what Dark is.
We're going longer. Yeah, Dark came out, I want to say, a year ago. It's a German Netflix series that's compared a lot to Stranger Things, but it's like a rated R Stranger Things. I saw the first.
It's not like Stranger Things.
What?
It's not like Stranger Things, man.
Oh, come on.
It's a better version of Stranger Things.
That's
Come on.
true. That's true. I like it way more than Stranger Things. I binged the first season in like a night, and I really love it. I can't wait for season 2.
So I was traveling when I tried watching it, so I haven't seen the entirety of it. But Netflix decided to send. Did I not tell you this?
Yeah. You told.
Yeah, they sent me this. This is a penny that I guess has something to do with the show. I don't know. They sent me this little thing that's supposed to be, because again, it is if I'm not allowed to spoil it. Anyways, this is written by a character in the show, and these are his book findings. Mm-hmm. And I was like, but they didn't tell me this was from Netflix. They just told me like, yo, hey, check this out. And I'm like, when it said I'm from the future, I said, Alina, it did not say Netflix on the mailbox. Nothing. I'm reading this thing. I have absolutely no idea what's going on here. He's like, these are my notes. I was like, sure. So I don't know about that. It wasn't until I opened the book. There's nothing that says Netflix or anything on the book. It looks like a real book.
Interesting.
It says copyright 1981. I was like, did he send this from the past? There's and then it said season 1. And I was like, okay, what's going on here? And I'm seeing this, and I was like, okay, figures. There's like a map. It's literally all of his notes. Then it says Nielsen family, and I looked at it, I was like, these guys look like actors. And then it's the whole cast and crew, and I was like, okay. Wow. Which is supposed to be, I think, the thing he puts together.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool. Like, I was like, oh, I appreciate that. That's cool. I got one thing from Netflix once. It was for Arctic. Yeah, so I think that's kind of interesting, because I've never been on the side of receiving things. Like, you always hear, remember Hereditary was sending little dolls to people.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Us was sending critics scissors. So I haven't been a part of any of those, but the ones that I've been a part of, I never even realized are a thing. Like, for example, it's like Suspiria. Y'all know I'm pretty vocal on that movie. Not the biggest fan. They sent me a poster, and I was like, okay. And they're like, yeah, just tweet about it. I was like, interesting. Netflix just sent me this. I mean, like, I'm going to cover Dark regardless of, and I'm glad that it's good. Yeah. Because if it's bad, I'm still going to say it's bad. I don't care if you send me anything. But this is a really cool gift. I just wish I understood it if I had seen season 1. But I will, because I think it comes out in July. Might come out in June. I might watch it in September. I don't know. As I was saying, let's see, who do we got here? Advice for, okay. Killing Eve. Here, let me ask a couple more, and then we'll head back out. Let's see. Shazam or the Dark Knight? What the heck? Dark Knight. Come on now. What are you doing here? Killing Eve. Yeah, I've seen the first season. I like it.
Haven't seen it, but here Sandra Oh is really good in it.
What movie show was The Gift for? Oh, Dark.
Oh.
I was like, what? Dark. Yeah, it was for the movie. It was for the show Dark on Netflix. I like how some people just go Killing Eve, The Rain. Like,
yeah, right.
Not even like, imagine just showing up to a McDonald's saying, "Yo, McChicken Coke fry. How are you doing today?"
McChicken Coke fry. Oh,
Killing Eve, Grey's Anatomy. Like, that's all I get. Yo, I get like DMs, personal messages. When they see us now.
When they see us.
Someone told me, what was the thing? I actually had a pretty funny comment yesterday. Someone told me I had compared the actress in Ma, also who was in Booksmart.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, she's our generation's Julia Roberts. Someone brought to my attention that she actually looks more like Anne Hathaway. But I still am on the side that she's going to be more our Julia Roberts.
Okay.
This guy just said, but Julia, what? Our generation's Julia. What? You're a fool. Go work on the When They See Us video or something like that. They demanded me to shut up and go move on to the next video. I was like, all right, I'll let that one pass because that one's actually funny. Let's see, I'm gonna ask 3 more and then I'm gonna dip. Thoughts on When They See Us? Have we gotten this question yet, Fernando?
I'm not sure, but I think we
I
should
don't
answer
think
it.
so. But I'll answer this one since I haven't talked about When They See Us at all at this podcast or last week's or tomorrow's. I'm a big fan of it. It's probably in our top 2. I'm not even gonna say 3, top 2 of the year.
Yeah.
Very much so. Have you seen Shameless US version? We saw a part of it, but I think we were staying in a hotel and all they do is smash in Shameless. So
Yeah.
instead of everybody around our hotels for South by thinking that we were just Shameless, we watched something else. We watched Sex Education because surprisingly, Sex Education has less sex than Shameless. The walls are paper thin. Let's see. Holy smokes! 2 more hate thoughts about yesterday. I will be making a video about that one. I personally, for me right now, it goes Rocket Man. Yesterday, Blinded by the Light.
You like Yesterday more?
Just a little bit.
I thought
the music was better. They chose better songs for the Beatles than they chose for blanking on his name, Bruce Springsteen. So
okay.
I'm gonna end it right here with
Jonathan.
With Jonathan. Actually, I'm gonna end it with Jonathan, but I gotta answer Antonio's thing because they got me. Oh wait, no, I gotta give Brianna Smith a shout out. Hey, what's up? Shout out. I've known Brianna Smith. She was one of our early patrons.
Hey, shout out.
Before you, Fernando.
Oh yeah, I remember
she was one of the she was one of the first.
I remember she joined.
You actually might know her.
She joined the live stream once, like a Patreon hangout.
How do you not remember these people?
I'm sorry.
You're sick. You're sick of me. And you work here? You're disgusting. Shout out, Brianna. How have you been? I'm gonna end it with these last 2. Antonio said, "Do you think Loose, the best movie of the year, will be an Oscar contender?" Loose, I saw at Sundance. Absolutely loved it. It then showed again at Chicago Critics. Hint, hint. Searching was at Sundance. Searching also showed at Chicago Critics. I didn't catch it the second time around, sadly, but without a doubt. Who's producing it, my friend?
Who's producing it?
Who's distributing it?
Oh, distributing it. Neon. There you go.
We would lose that volleyball game for sure. I said it. Fernando, where'd you go? God. Yeah, 100%. Neon has been killing it this year.
Mm-hmm.
Fernando has a great article on it. You can go check it out on the website. But, dude, Loose easily. Oscar contender, I'm not concerned for that. I'm just concerned that people see it.
That's true.
I'm concerned that that's really all I care about. That's it. So a couple of movies, Loose and Amazing Mr. Jonathan, and I'm blinking at the one from South by. There's a couple of movies. Oh, Peanut Butter Falcon. Yes, dude, you know. Those are movies where it's like, those aren't the good boys. I'm not scared for Big Time Adolescents. I'm not even worried for Brittany Runs a Marathon, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, Brittany Runs a Marathon? Oh, the Green Band trailer? Yeah, they just dropped the Green Band trailer. That's why. So they're starting the promotion. But what I'm saying is, like, I don't really need to promote that. That's going to make its money.
Yeah.
Like, Loose can go either way. The Jonathan documentary can go either way. So I don't know. I mean, I can always hope it gets a nomination. I don't care if it gets a win. I just care that people see it, really.
Yeah.
But finally, Jonathan Padilla says, "Love your vids, my boy. But que pedo con Endgame." Also saw Godzilla 2 today. Kaijus looked so amazing. I wanted to cry. Humans were annoying. 100%. I agree with you on Godzilla 2. Obviously, Endgame. There's no footage in End here. I would tell you, and I will end it with here for the reason why I have not made an Endgame video. There was absolutely no footage. Now there's more footage coming out and behind the scenes and all that. But I made a promise after I saw Endgame a third time in IMAX. And those are every single one of the Hulk's reactions. From the going up the stairs things, because we now live on the 4th floor. And I've been wanting to print out. Alina won't let me, but I want to print out the Hulk's, stairs. And put it on the 3rd floor. Because we don't have an elevator in the building. And I think that would be funny because what are we going to do? Get in trouble? Get evicted? No. Worst thing, they just throw it away. We print it and we put it in a vase. She thinks they're going to do the fingerprints and find us or something. It's funny because you get really tired by the 3rd stairs. But in particular, there's this thing that he does in the movie where he just smirks, but the one that we quote absolutely all the time. And there was no way I was going to make a video without the footage of this, because then it's just pointless. That's a pointless element. Was when the Hulk is going to get the gauntlet, and he says that he has to do it in that Thor, and he literally, because I've seen it 3 times in IMAX and Dolby every single time. He walks up to the camera, kid you not, and he's dressed up like a Guido too. Like he's dressed up like a mobster son in a tracksuit. And he puts the thing on and he literally says, "It's like I was built for this." And to me, that is the funniest thing in the world, because this is Mark Ruffalo's version of a superhero who's literally just talking like a Zack Snyder, like, Anakin Skywalker, I'm so torn. Like he delivers it like Keanu Reeves, and it's my favorite part of the movie. And there's no way that I can't have that as a reaction shot for everything else. So the end game is coming soon, and I'm really excited for it because it's really interesting. The aftermath that we all forget. Everyone covers the movie right away. And it isn't until like the year's anniversary or whatever that he's like, oh, let's revisit this. And it's like, okay, Refinery 29, whatever you say, or whatever number refinery they're at now. So with it being like, it is still in theaters, and it still have yet to pass the thing, the record, which I feel it will. So either I release it right when the record gets broken, or I release it the day it inevitably is going to pass it and take full credibility for Endgame breaking the record, because they just so happen to release the video that day.
Yeah.
Works out of the way. Got to be smart with it. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, tomorrow we have a video. We're aiming to hopefully finish up the I Am Mother See You Yesterday one, which I recommend both. First time I saw both of them, I was like, these are okay. Finished I Am Mother a second time with my notes that I had written the first time, and I was like,
interesting.
You Yesterday hit harder, seeing what the director went through, all those things. We want to wrap them up for tomorrow, but we should be filming the podcast tomorrow. Wish Zach a happy birthday if you can over on Twitter. Donate to the thing that he has also on Twitter if you would like to. I appreciate those who are here on the super chat, but he's got a good cause over there for his birthday. You can go support my podcast host, and you can also join us tomorrow. We'll be doing the live stream as well, and then releasing all of them over on the Intercut. So say you had no idea we had a podcast, yeah, 50-something episodes you can go check out on audio on SoundCloud, iTunes, and I can't remember what the other one is, but all the videos are also there too that you can listen to in case you wanted to see Zach's face. Thank you guys for joining us. Like I said, we got a 2 for tomorrow. I will be making When They See Us. I'm about to get stuff in the mail that's just say, can you review When They See Us? I'm like, what? How do they find this place? I will, because it is one of my favorite of the year. So definitely check it out before we make the LME, because we go full spoilers. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys